Check this out. FenSens. This company wrote to me a few weeks back asking me to test this, and I'd say yeah. This sensor is supposed to go onto your number plate. There's an application for the phone. It takes batteries in there, connect that to your phone and the app, and it should start bleeping when you get too close to things behind you. Apple, iOS, Android, and Bluetooth wireless. I'm intrigued to see if this actually fits on my UK number plate. A bit more information on the back, although it's in a different language. So I'm going to open it up now and have a look. Okay, some protective foam on there. Fold that over. Okay, so this is what we've got. But this looks like the sensors there. I think that attaches onto there like that, I'm guessing at the moment. That fits on the number plate. There's some screws and what seems to be an instruction manual. Scan QR code and download app. Mount device with security screws. Helps prevent against theft. So it gives you an idea on how it goes on there. Mount phone and hit quick launch button to auto launch app. So you do get a button. This is it here. I'm assuming this is Bluetooth. That will quickly launch the app on your phone. So when you're parking or driving or whatever. Batteries. That's cool. So it does come with batteries. That's great. Batteries go in here. No. They'd go in here, wouldn't they? Yeah, I'd imagine they're probably going to go in here somewhere. Screws. And clips and a 3M sticker there. Allen keys. Or special sort of Allen keys are these star Allen keys with the holes in them. And an instruction manual, which I think I'm definitely going to have to use. This should be fun. Right, let's have a go at putting it on. Now, installing this was really easy. Probably took around about 10 or 15 minutes. I'd laid out all the stuff on the floor. I put the 4 AA batteries within the sensor, which clips on the front. It's only a couple of screws. You lift that up and pop the batteries in. I had to take my number plate off the back of my car. I did try and hand screw the screws in to mount the black bracket, what the number plate sits in, but I needed a drill. It's a little too hard. You just need to measure out a couple of holes, one on each corner, and just screw in the secure screw, and you do get a set of the sort of Allen keys, but I think they're star Allen keys. Screw the bracket to the back of the car, and I decided to put some at the bottom as well because it's a little bit flimsy, so I wanted to make sure it was really secure, so I marked out a couple more holes. Bottom left, bottom right, screwed and fixed that in. Once you've got that securely fitted to the back of your car, you can now slide in your license plate, and that slides in from the bottom. You need to give it a little bit of force and there'll be like a click, and that'll be securely fastened in, and that is going nowhere. Next, you need to get the sensor. At the back of the sensor there's clips. They just fit along the bottom of the bracket. You have to be quite firm. You can give it a little bit of a bang if you wish. Once you're happy that they're all clipped in, you get 3 screws. Again, these are security screws, so it protects from any theft or anything like that. The big one goes in the middle and the smaller one goes at each end. And once they're in, that is it for installation. So what I say, 10-15 minutes, and that is going nowhere. That's super tight, super solid. I must add as well, before I actually put it on the car, I did test it briefly off the car with the app on the phone, and it did work. So let's show you how to use it. Okay, so we're in the car. The sensor is on the back. We have a smartphone, and on that is the FenSens phone mount. Lovely snazzy case. The magnet stuck on the back of the case there. That clips on there by a magnet. Also got the tap button. This is Bluetooth. You pair that with your phone, and one click of the tap button launches parking mode. So you can see the sensors at the back. Obviously we're not close enough yet to activate that. Make sure the volume's up. Battery indicator there at the top. Home button and audio to mute on or off. So I'll just have to unlock the phone there just to show you the menu. You get these apps here, which is sort of like a home page, quick shortcuts. Some of you might find that useful. The settings are here, so you can adjust notification. You can turn vibration on as well for when you're reversing. Bluetooth off and on. Clearance, this is what you have to set from the edge of the sensor to the edge of your car. Pretty much, it's about 17-18 inches from the edge of the sensor to the edge of the car on mine. That's already set up. Manage devices, this is where you can add your buttons, which is on the steering wheel. You can add more sensor plates as well if you've got a front one or a back one. When you first set it up, it walks you through the wizard anyway. It's also got battery notification there, 99% on the sensor. Go look at the tap button, 52% battery on the tap button. So I've closed the app down completely. Let's put it back into standby mode. Click the button again. And then we're ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to reverse very slowly and you'll see the sensors disappear and it should beep. Okay, hopefully you can see that. And reverse slowly. There we go, look. So the sensor's going down. Nearly touching. Right down to there. Let's see where the car's ended up. Turn it off with the tap button. Sorted. Let's go and have a look, see how far away it is from the fence. So I had a bit of a way to go. So not right close. I know in here there are screws where you can adjust the sensors and move them up and down. So I'll do some fine tuning. Just there, little screws. Handy little screw bag you get with it. Screw bag. Oh, there you go, look. See that? Up and down. Now, because mine seem to be pointing up, I suppose I want it sort of flush. So I think I want to bring mine down a little bit. Might not make much difference, but what might make it worse. Okay, phone on there. Tap the button. Let's go again. Might be worse, might be better. Starting ready. Keep going back till the red lines are gone. There we go. Tap the button. Put the parking mode off. Let's go and have a look. See how close we got. That is much better. Much better. Cool, so you now know how to fine tune the sensors. So guys, that is pretty much it. Really easy to install, 10 or 15 minutes, really easy to set up as well. Quickly show you in here as well, because I didn't use all the screws and stuff that came with it. There are still some screws left, and obviously that would depend on how you want to mount it yourself really. The way I mounted it, I believe, is probably the most easiest of ways, but you do get extra screws and stuff in there. This as well, which you saw earlier, that's the phone mount. Very handy. And the cool little Bluetooth tap button. Tap to launch the app. Now, you'll notice in the video that I didn't use my Google Pixel. So I had trouble pairing it to my smartphone with Bluetooth. It just couldn't find the device at all. So I ended up using my partner's Galaxy S6. The reason why I think that is because at the moment on the Google Pixel, I'm running Android P, the beta version. So I know some things will be limited. So maybe bear that in mind. Obviously you saw me adjust the sensors for up and down. It might be different on your car, it might be bigger, it might be smaller, so you might have to make slightly different adjustments. But I managed to get it at a good level, and it's quite close to that wall. So you can get it on the FenSens website for $149. There will be a link in the description below if you want to take a look. If you're into this sort of thing, I definitely suggest you do. You don't have to buy a brand new car with the reverse sensor. You can just pay $150, maybe just about £100, and get one of these fitted. Obviously, depending on which country, this will be different. In the UK, it's this format. Obviously, in America and other places, they're normally a little narrower, maybe a bit higher. But they do cater for other countries. So that's it, guys. Any questions, please comment below. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.